Welcome to another happy hour hang. Hello, how is everyone feeling? How is everyone doing? I see we are already going off in the chat, which you know I love. Hello, Brittany, Jonna, Maria, Macy, Miss Heather, George, Miss Jackie X, Patty is here, Naomi is here, Robert is here. Hello, Victoria, Vicky is here, Betty is here, Miss Jackie X, Kim, Dave is here. Hello, Jennifer. I'm trying to make sure I see everybody who is popping in. Chris is here. Joy is here. Hello, everyone. How are we feeling? How are we doing? Song of the Fierce, Marie. You guys, we have so much to get into on this happy hour hang. Hi, Jessica. We are going to be talking about some updates to the Olympics. Gymnastics Team T. Simone Biles is doubling down on her shade, and honestly, I respect it. I am going to be talking about Kanani, which, if you guys have not been seeing what's been going on with Kanani, it is literally insane. We got into it on yesterday's Members Live, and then I have an update, and we're going to get into it. You guys know I live, laugh, love a story that involves cults, and this is celeb tea and cults combining. So I cannot wait to get into this with you guys. We also are going to talk a little bit about Britney Spears and the biopic. We're also going to talk about Kourtney Kardashian. We're going to talk about this Sabrina Carpenter, Kim Kardashian, Taylor Swift situation, this explosive Biebers tea that I was hoping to do a pop off on, but life got crazy and I am heading out tomorrow. For those of you who remember Kourtney from my old job, we've been saying this for years, we are doing a Disney trip together, and that is because Disney is hosting us for D23. It's really exciting, so we are finally going to get to go to Disney together, but that is why I will be out tomorrow, which will be super, super fun, so prepare to see a lot of us on social media, but that's also why I'm like, you know what? We are going to get into the Bieber tea on the live, and I cannot wait. We also are going to talk a little bit about this Taylor Swift situation and her shows in Vienna being canceled after threats of an attack. And then also I have a little Tavis tea to just kind of end on a positive note, because I know the Taylor tea today is a little bit heavy, but nonetheless, it is real life and it is what's happening. You know what I mean? So it is unfortunately something that we need to discuss, and I know we will do so in the best way we can here on this happy hour hang. How is everyone doing? How's everyone feeling? I saw Vicky say, really need this today. Tuesday was a hard day. Vicky, sending so much love to you and George. You know that not only myself, but the rest of the House of Hill completely has your back. So whatever you need from us, we are here for you. Love God said, yay, I made it to a live 5:30, end of the workday in Austin, Texas time. Also, I love hearing Kourtney's podcast. I feel you get more comfortable spilling the tea. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you love it. It really is a glimpse of what Kourtney and I are like all the time. We just happen to have a camera in front of our face. So I think that might be why it feels more comfortable. It feels more relaxed, because it literally is just two friends talking, and we are thankful that people enjoy watching us talk. So we just got lucky that y'all enjoy watching us get into it and get into the tea. So thank you so much. We have Sacred Space in the chat as well. Cass is here. Linda is here. Hey guys, haven't caught a live in a while. Love that I'm right on time for the Tavis tea. Do you like how I almost jumped into an Australian accent? And it's because I saw Don Don say, hi Madison from Australia. So I was reading Linda's comment almost in an Australian accent, which nobody needs to see and nobody wants to see. So hello Don Don, hello Linda. I'm so happy that you were able to catch a live. Let's see, Lynn Marie said, Tuesday was hard for me too. Stayed home today from work as a mental health day. Lynn, I love that. And you know what? Sometimes we need to do that. We've got, literally you guys, Papa Hill says this, and I'm stealing it from him, but because he is a mental health professional, I feel like people need to hear this. He always says your brain is just like any organ in your body. If you are having heart problems, you go to the heart doctor and you do what you need to do. You rest, you do, whatever things you need. Your brain is the same way. If something's not feeling right, you have to listen, take a beat, do what you need to do. So Lynn, thank you for reminding me of that, and thank you for reminding everybody of that. Tamara, Madison today at work sucked. Please pray that I get the next job. I'm praying and ready for the hours I want. Tamara, it's already yours. It's already yours. I'm sending you the prayers and the positive vibes, but I already know it's yours because you're an icon. And 2024 is the year of the House of Hill. So, Tamara, it's already yours. It is already yours. Let's see what else is going on in the chat. I saw Tabitha. Hi, I'm here. I'm just at the beach with the kids also. Hello, Tabitha. Hello, kids. Also, enjoy being at the beach. That sounds amazing. Absolutely. It is so hot here. So being at the beach sounds incredible. Kim said, I need to listen to Papa Hill, and I saw Jonna say, Madison, your dad is so right. Hi, Crimson Rose. No, I feel like it is a really good way to think about mental health, because a lot of times, and this is again a stigma that we need to break, a lot of times I think people feel like mental health is a weakness, and it's not. That's why he always uses that to explain to people it is just like any organ in your body. If something's wrong with your stomach, you go to the gastroenterologist or whatever those doctors are called. You go to the stomach doctor. If something is wrong, with your allergies, you go to your allergist. Your brain is the same way. And you go to the doctor for the exact same thing. So it is a good reminder, and I think it's something that we all need to remember. You know what I mean? Crimson Rose said, gonna multitask by working and got y'all to the side. I love that. I live for a multitasking tea situation. Nothing helps the end of the workday go by faster than the happy hour hang. You know what I mean? Renata, hello, I'm in bed. I heard about Taylor's concert. Really scary. Really, really scary. But I'm happy that it was a crisis averted. Everyone's okay, but definitely still gives you a pit in your stomach. And I also think it snaps you back into reality to remember we live in an absolutely insane world, you guys. And I hate that reminder. I absolutely, absolutely hate that reminder. You know what I mean? But we do. We live in an insane world. And if anything, it makes us thankful for our safety, thankful for waking up to see another day, thankful for our family, thankful for our friends, thankful for our health, thankful for one another, thankful that we have this time together to just kind of shut out all of the craziness and just be here, be present, have a giggle, get into some mess. But it definitely shifts things into perspective for sure. Color said, I have COVID, I've been resting much because I've been cleaning like a mad person. Colors, same, and you rest. You rest, you rest, you rest. George said, hi everyone. Yesterday was one of the hardest days of mine and Vicky's life. We were 3 to 4 weeks pregnant and we lost it yesterday. George, that's so crazy because I just had this feeling that's so insane. I don't know if I was just like here with you and Vicky or what it was, but George, we are sending you and Vicky so much love and light. George and Vicky are icons in the House of Hill. They are couple goals, and we just love you guys so much, and you know that we are here for you. I know that is not enough. Obviously, that is not, words are hard and are not enough during this time, but I just hope you guys feel the love from all of us and know that we are praying for you and we are here for you, and you have the House of Hill. And you might not know, but we are your adopted children. So the children you didn't ask for, that's all of us. So I'm sorry to inform you, but you're stuck with us. You're stuck with us for life. Let's see. Poetry Chick is here as well. I love, she said, I'm so sorry for your loss, George and Vicky. Hugs. Jelena is here as well. I'm loving all the positive thoughts and prayers going to George and Vicky in the chat, you guys. That is what we are all about here. You know what I mean? That's really what I try to express, and I feel like until you see it, you don't really get it. We are a community that teas together, but we also do life together, and I am so, so, so thankful for it. I'm loving seeing all of the kind words in the chat. I also want to go ahead and shout out all of our after watchers who are watching. Thank you for being a part of the tea. Thank you for being part of the happy hour hang. I am so happy to have you in this House of Hill community, and these happy hour hangs could not continue without you. And also shout out to all of our international House of Hill members as well. You guys know I really appreciate you for staying up late. I already saw some people say it is late where they are. Thank you for staying up late, waking up early, whatever you do to get the tea. I appreciate you so much. I also wanted to make sure I was saying hello to everyone. Kelsey is here as well. Hi, Kelsey. Okay, let's go ahead, you guys. Here is the tea that we are going to discuss. George, we love you so much. We absolutely adore you and Vicky. Reading your comment, I'm just like, my heart. Okay, yes, I will definitely elaborate on the Taylor Swift news. We're going to get into it a little bit later. Her shows in Vienna were canceled. We'll get into why and the details a little bit later. But yes, we will expand on the Taylor Swift tea. I also love Patty said, we're one huge family here for you and Vicky and everyone too. Exactly. We are one big fam, and we're honestly a super cool, cute, fun, incredible fam, which I love. You guys, the tea, we're going to get into that USA Olympics tea, Kanani, and the Colts. We're also going to talk about Britney, Kourtney Kardashian, Sabrina, Kim, and Taylor. We also are going to talk about the Biebers, and then we'll get into the Taylor situation and a little Tavis tea to wrap everything up. Before we get into this, I am going to read some of the top comments from afterwatchers from the last happy hour hang in regards to the Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco engagement rumor that y'all, I'm still feeling low-key like 60-40, 70-30 on. Savvy Randa commented saying, when I got engaged, I didn't tell anyone for months, and then we took engagement photos, and that was our announcement. So I could definitely see Selena wanting to keep it a secret for a while. Just like when they started dating, she didn't confirm it for months, which is true. She didn't confirm it until they were 6 months in. I hope if she does, she doesn't let these trolls get to her like when she confirmed their relationship. Completely agree. Also, thank you for sharing your engagement story with us and your announcement. I think it's iconic. Also, in regards to Timothée Chalamet possibly making an appearance on the Kardashians and Kim not being a fan, remember we talked about that report on Monday. At no name HS5LX commented saying, I think their chemistry and personalities could make the show just a smash again, which honestly the Kardashians need something, because not a lot of us were super engaged, tuned in this season, and Kim was not super lovable. So honestly, I think a Kylie Timothy situation, you're not wrong. It could help the show. And then also shout out to D Swifty and I am Divorceakaya for thanking me for the tea. Thank you both for being here. Thank you both for being part of the After Watching crew. And now, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this tea. I'm looking at Poetry Chick and Jana getting to know one another, and I love it. Just connecting on another level. I just saw that, and I was like, this is why we really are the best. Miss Heather said Kim's not been lovable in a while. Miss Heather, don't disagree. You guys know, she was not doing it for me this season. She hasn't been doing it for me lately. And we're going to talk more about Kim in just a little bit when it comes to the Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor Swift situation. Okay, you guys, so first a little follow-up on the Olympics gymnastics tea. If you guys remember, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. Michaela Skinner, who competed in Tokyo with Simone Biles, made some comments on her YouTube channel about the current women's USA gymnastics team. She said that they were lacking talent, they were lacking work ethic. She said everyone except Simone, she just felt like the team wasn't what it used to be, okay? She got backlash for saying it. She apologized, but then we all know Simone Biles went ahead and hit her with the petty Instagram caption whenever Team USA won gold. We loved every second of it. We were living for it. Well, now, you guys, Michaela Skinner has taken to her Instagram to say that the online bullying has escalated and she is getting so much hate, and she was getting teary-eyed, and she was asking Simone Biles to please tell people to stop coming after her on social media. Now, what I'm low-key living for a little bit, I do not obviously condone online bullying. I do not condone people threatening people on social media, obviously. But let me say that just to be clear. But you guys know I also don't agree with Michaela going up on her platform and talking poorly about the USA Gymnastics team. I just felt like that was a bad look. Regardless of how you feel, that being a USA teammate in any sport, that is the highest level of honor and talent and work ethic. So speaking poorly about anyone who has hit that level, I just felt like that was tacky and unnecessary. And so that is why I'm living for the fact that Simone Biles did an interview with People magazine, and she's like, I said what I said and I stand by it. She told People magazine it's important because she has to teach her teammates that it's important to use their voices. And if not, you're a voice for the voiceless, which is also okay. Simone takes her role as team leader seriously, and she said, quote, I just felt it was right in the moment to stand up for them because they're so young and they haven't fully understood their power yet. So honestly, you have to at least hand it to Simone that she is like, I had to teach them to stand up for themselves, and I understand not everybody likes it, but you know, they're young and I want them to know their power. And honestly, I think that's what makes Simone Biles a good leader. And I have to give her props for this. I have to give her props. Exactly, Macy. Absolutely do not support online bullies. You guys know, obviously, I've been on the receiving end of some crazy online stuff, so I know how isolating and horrible that can be. But Michaela was being ruthless with her comments. Like, even if you go back and watch the clip, she was being ruthless. She had to know that was not going to end well for her, and it was not going to be received well. And I feel like if you're going to put that energy out there and you're going to come like that, you have to be prepared for people to disagree. And again, it's not okay that people are giving threats. It's not okay that people are being mean to that level. But I'm not sure what Michaela expected speaking against the USA Gymnastics team like that. Sacred Space said it's giving Hailey Bieber, the bully, turning around and trying to garner sympathy. Low-key, Sacred Space, that's kind of what I thought. I was like, this is giving, we're making fun of Selena's eyebrows open and for everyone to see. And then when people get mad, we have to call Selena and say, hey, can you tell people like not to be mean and post on your Instagram story? It's essentially the same thing. It literally is just same thing, different people. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. Tamara said, like I said, you can dish it, but you can't take it. Betty said her time has passed as she was no one at this time to come out with those comments. I also just feel like, again, I just felt it was rude. I felt it was tacky. I just feel like when you are at the Olympic level, you should have your country's back. Even if you think that internally, if you think this team is not what it once was, I just feel like to the public, you portray a united front. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm old school. I'm also a Taurus. Y'all know Tauruses are loyal, dare I say, sometimes to a fault. So maybe that's also my own fault looking at it. And again, Simone's trying to be a leader. Simone's trying to show these girls, you guys gotta stick up for yourselves. And I respect it. Epic Turtle said that was kitchen table talk, 1,000,000%. You guys also know people who say something with their chest and stand by it, you know that's my love language. So Simone Biles being like, yeah, I posted the petty caption and I was standing up for people who didn't feel like they had a voice. And you know that is like a snaps for me. A snaps for me. You guys know I'm like that. I also love a petty moment, so I couldn't help it. Okay, let's go ahead, you guys, and move on and get into this Kalani tea, because I feel like we're kind of all on the same page. Obviously, we're all like, bullying, not okay. Taking things that far, 1,000,000% not okay. Michaela probably shouldn't have said those comments. And it looks like we all respect Simone for being a leader for her team. So I feel like that's kind of the summary of what I'm seeing in the chat. Also, Sandra, I'm so happy you made the party. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead, get into this Kalani tea, because this is bonkers. Bonkers. Sierra said, do we think Simone should stop it with the call out? I think now there's no reason to call anything else out, and I don't think she will. I think if she's asked a question about it, she'll answer, but I don't think Simone will post any more captions. I don't think there'll be any more tweets, because Michaela blocked her already, she said. So I think if she's asked about it, I think Simone will probably tolerate like 2 more interviews about it, and then after that, she's gonna be like, it's done. And respect. Dave, a closed mouth collects no feet. Honestly, tea. Mr. Mraz, I'm so sorry to hear that about your mom. I hope that everything is okay with you and her. Sending you love and hugs. That is scary, and I'm glad that everyone's okay. Okay, Kalani, you guys. Pamela, we've talked about USA Gymnastics. We caught up, and now we're getting into Kalani tea. So Kalani, you guys, is a singer. She has now responded to her ex's allegations that she is raising their daughter in a dangerous cult. This is insane. So yesterday, you guys, news broke that Kalani's ex, his name is Javon Young White, he's the father of her daughter, he is taking legal action against her and petitioning the court to grant him full physical custody of their daughter, okay? He claims that Kalani is keeping their daughter away from him and that she's growing up in a, quote, unsafe environment due to the cult that Kalani has allegedly been a part of for the past few years. Again, these are her ex's allegations to the court. Now, several allegations were made in this filing, you guys. A lot of things. I'm just going to give you some of the highlights. Sierra, the name was not given explicitly, but allegedly it's a sex cult. Yes, he is claiming that it is a, other religious movement, if you will. Some of the allegations, you guys, are he claims that the leader had a vision that he was a danger to his daughter, so that's why Kalani keeps him from her. He also claims that the leader performs religious ceremonies on their daughter when no one else is present. And apparently there are allegedly some accusations against this church leader when it comes to women and young girls. I think we can all think of what kind of accusations we're talking about. So that is why he is understandably upset, okay? He also claims that last year at his daughter's birthday, he tried to get her out of the situation and he was restrained by other members and was not allowed to get his daughter out of the situation. It's not great. He's not making great accusations. Essentially, for things to change, you guys, a couple things need to happen. So first of all, he said that when their daughter was born, she was born in a home birth situation with other members of the cult. So he claims that when their daughter was born at home, his name was not put on the birth certificate. So first, he needs the court to establish paternity. He needs to force them to have a paternity test, prove he's the dad, have his name put on the birth certificate, and then he wants custody of their daughter. Now, Kalani has since responded to all of these allegations, okay? She released a statement saying that she strongly denies she has ever put her child in harm's way or left her child with anyone deemed dangerous or unsafe. She also said she does not align with any of the allegations made against her former religious community. She said protecting her child protecting her child and being committed to motherhood are her sole driving forces in her life, and that this issue with Javon is a, quote, legal, private, family matter. So, absolutely insane. You guys are saying, does he have proof of this? If so, this should be a easy situation, no-brainer situation. It appears as though he does have proof. That's what the documents are alleging. That's where it's going. Whether or not this plays out in a court of law, if they go to private mediation, we will obviously see. Kanani is denying it, and she's also saying former religious community. It's so hard to know, obviously. I do feel like these are very wild accusations to just make up out of thin air. That would be kind of crazy, but I guess people have done crazier things. I also know from watching a lot of documentaries that when people are in deep, they will release statements publicly that aren't necessarily true and are statements that protect themselves and the organization. So I think this is something that we're just going to kind of have to wait and see how it plays out, because it's a very delicate situation. It's a very sticky situation. And ultimately, at the end of the day, I really hope that their child is fine. That's really all I care about. I'm like, as long as the child is fine, that's what is the most important. Jelena said, y'all, I would be shocked if it's true. We def know Kalani based on what she posts on social media, but she's never given that type of energy to me. Okay, that's interesting. Brittany said, I believe it, but I'm a Hollywood conspiracist. Some of the symbolism they have in videos, etc., is crazy. I think for me, the TikTok cult documentary on Netflix, Dancing for the Devil, that really opened my eyes to the fact that this can happen in present day. Because I think I have watched, yes, I know Scientology is still around, but Scientology started years and years and years and years ago, and it's just somehow been able to still survive in today's day and age. But a lot of times when you read about these other religious movements, they happened years ago, a lot of times before technology was what it is today, and what have you. So I think for me, whenever I whenever I saw that Netflix documentary about what happened with the 7M cult, that really opened my eyes to be like, no, this actually could happen today. Like, this could be ongoing. People can have access to technology and still be tricked into these certain scenarios. So I don't know enough about Kalani to say one way or the other. Jelena saying I would be shocked. So that makes me feel a little bit better. She said, we don't have anything that could hint at her. I mean, I wouldn't have thought that looking at the girl Miranda, who is in that Netflix documentary. I wouldn't have thought anything looking at her social media either until they pointed out in that documentary why her social media was the way it was. But I'm not saying, Jelena, we will see. I hope it's not true. I hope it's not true. I hope that this is a misunderstanding. I hope her child is okay. I hope she's okay. I hope it's not true. But we will see. Sacred Space said, I'm following on the same page as you, Madison. These are very specific claims he's making, like super detailed, so I can't see why he would make this many up. That's kind of how I feel too, but then also I'm like, people are wild, you know? I don't know. I am not in one of these scenarios, so I don't know. Epic Turtle said a lot of churches in the South have a cult-like aspect to them. Very much one of us scenarios. No, they do, for sure. So hopefully everything is okay. We have no idea. You're exactly right. He could be a scammer, 1,000,000%. Crystal also doesn't believe it. But if it's true, no, we will see. I definitely think this is not ending here. This is not going to end just because Kalani put out a statement denying it. There were serious allegations made in this. So I don't think this is the last we're going to hear of it. So obviously, I'll keep you guys updated. I'm kind of like dialed into this scenario. If y'all aren't dialed in, let me know, and that's okay. But I'm low-key dialed in. Like, now I need to know what's happening. I need to know what happens. I'm fully invested now. I need to know. Okay, let's go ahead, you guys, and move on and get into this Britney Spears tea. We're going to go Britney, Kourtney Kardashian, Sabrina Carpenter, the Biebers, and then we're going to get into Taylor and Tavis. Superstar Bella said, Kalani has been weird. That is why her and Kyrie Irving didn't work out. He's weird, but she was weirder than him. It was a lot of too much weirdness in one place. Also, Kendra, I'm happy you made it. So happy you made it. Crystal said, bring out the proof if you have any. Okay, Crystal's like, bring me receipts and then we'll talk. And Crystal, respect. Okay. Let's go ahead, you guys, move on to this Britney tea. So, as you all know, I think we discussed this on our Fun Vertical Live last Thursday. So, Britney's memoir is being turned into a biopic for the big screen. Universal actually picked it up, which is exciting. And there is someone who is already being named as the preference for playing Britney in the biopic. Her memoir is being turned into the movie. And people are saying Emma Roberts. How do we feel about Emma Roberts? Emma Roberts playing Britney Spears. How do we feel? Jen, thank you for reminding me. Please, if you are here and you've not given this video a thumbs up yet, please, please, please go ahead and do so. That will help people get their YouTube notification if they haven't already. Cass said, my sister's baby daddy was so desperate to see my niece that he contacted my husband and tried to ruin just to get rid of reaction out of my sister. Okay, Cass, that's nuts. And I am so sorry you had to deal with that. He's on the junk punch in public list. That's insane. Eric said Tate McRae better. A lot of people have been saying Tate McRae. A lot of people have been saying Tate McRae. Sacred Space is dying over the biopic. I know, I'm excited. I'm ready to see Justin Timberlake get dragged on the big screen in front of my eyes. Let's see, as an actress, personal life aside, I think Emma could be a good choice. Andrew said, I stopped following her after her TV drama with Peter Evans. Okay, Tate definitely, I think it's good. No thanks to Emma Roberts. JC, I'm so happy you made it. Okay, wow, a lot of you, or at least a couple of you thought Tate McRae. Tate McRae is, I feel like, she has the dancing down for sure. Emma has the acting chops. Emma is, am I crazy that I think Emma Roberts is a good actress? Like, I think she's a pretty good actress. I do know she can appear to be a little snooty in person, and I'm just saying that because I've had 2 interactions with Emma Roberts. Once when I first moved here, we went to the same hair salon, and she was at the shampoo bowl, and she was like acting like everybody was staring at her, and I was like, girly pop, everyone's just here to get their hair done. Nobody cares. And then the other time I saw her was at a restaurant in Hollywood, and we were sitting in the bar area, and her friend went and locked, this is before she had a child, went and locked themselves in the bathroom for a while. And we're doing some things. But those are my only things with Emma Roberts. However, again, that was pre-children. I think that she is a great actress. I love her in, I saw someone say, what movies has she, I've never seen any of movies of hers. There is a cheesy Netflix movie that she's in, but it's so good. Holiday is really good. Also About Fate on Amazon Prime, also really good. And I'm trying to think of like other more mainstream movies that she's been in. But those are the 2 that I've like watched as of recent. Holiday, Jessica, we love a good rom-com. We love a good rom-com. She also has been in American Horror Story, Scream Queens. Again, if you guys haven't seen About Fate, Jessica, you would love About Fate on Amazon Prime. It's really good. We're the Millers. Thank you, Jen. Yes. Anonymous Slim, yes, we're going to talk about Taylor and the Vienna shows in just a little bit. Okay, Jenna Ortega or Blake Lively, Aquamarine, yes. I saw Miss Jackie X, hear me out, Lily Collins. Miss Jackie X, I live for it. I live for a suggestion that was just came from the heart. I live for it. I'm seeing Selena Gomez. Okay, Blake, Sydney Sweeney. I don't know. Oh, Flying Sheep, I love About Fate. It is such a cute rom-com. It is so good. The other thing too, in sources told TMZ that Britney does have creative control over scripting and casting. So she will probably have final say over who ends up playing her, which TMZ then went on to say, this means the movie could take a long time because we all know Britney has a hard time making decisions and can be difficult to work with. I'm like, why do y'all have to put a negative spin on it? I think it's great, and Britney should have the final scripting and casting say over who plays her and who plays the people in her life. Why does TMZ always have to put a negative spin on it? It is so frustrating. So frustrating. I'm like, just be happy. I think that's great. Also, thank you, Eric and Chris, for thinking that I could play Britney Spears. I was a dancer, so I do have that aspect. Couldn't sing for real, but I could maybe lip sing. And I did, you guys are right, I did do background acting, so I'm kidding. I do have some experience in the background acting area, so, you know, if they're looking for a new starlet and somebody who is a no-name, hasn't been in a movie, no, that would actually be the most fun. Just the dancing alone. I would live for it. Live for it, live for it. Also, you guys are so sweet and iconic to even think that I could do that. So I love you all for that so much. That is too funny. Amanda Steele, okay. Miss Jackie X said Brit's only 5'4". Us short girls got a chance. Oh, that is true. That is true. She is a short girly, which we love. We love a petite girly. You know what I mean? Okay, you guys, now you guys are really fluffing my feathers, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of needed it because I have been so anxious the past 3 days. My anxiety has been 15 out of 10. 15 out of 10 the past 3 days. And I'm blaming Mercury retrograde. I'm also not good with change, and I think I might be having some positive changes coming. But I have just been, you know, Jelena, sometimes I don't even know why. It just comes on, which I know is not helpful, nor is it good. But sometimes the anxiety just comes over me. And I can't even tell you. Like, Mama Hill was here the past couple days to help me cleanse and get rid of stuff. And which was like good. I love doing that. I love reorganizing. I like doing that. But I'd be sitting here and I'm like, I'm so anxious. And she's like, why? I couldn't even explain why, just sometimes. And if you deal with anxiety, you get it. Sometimes it just washes over you and it's like your chest feels tight. Yes, Maria, I felt the earthquake. And you just feel uneasy. I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it. And sorry, that might be TMI. No one probably cares about this. But you guys have just really been fluffing my feathers by making me feel like I could play Britney Spears. And so thank you for that. Thank you. I needed a little fluffing of the feathers moment. So thank you guys for that. And I'm also happy that I am not alone. It appears as a lot of you have been feeling it and a lot of you can relate to it. So honestly, I'm glad that we are talking about it because it makes us feel less alone. You know, it makes us feel like it's fine. We're Gucci. We're good. Cass, Madison, it must be in the air. So many of us are having super anxiety right now and it's hard. That's why I'm happy to have you in the House of Hill to calm me, even if it's only for a short period of time. Love y'all. Cass, sending you so much love because you're a mom and you got to keep it together. That's how Mama Hill feels. So Cass, I know you carry everyone's angst in addition to your own. So you're a superhero, A. And B, I could not agree more. it's like something about just knowing the consistency of the happy hour hangs and knowing that we have this hour. It's like, we're good. I am good. I have my people. We're going to have a giggle. We're going to get into some mess and we're all going to be okay. You know what I mean? It is comforting, and I'm so happy that I'm not the only one who feels comforted by it. Robert also said Margot Robbie, and Margot Robbie would be great. She is pregnant, but when she has the baby, you're not wrong. You know what I mean? Chris said, we need to get a petition to have you at the park. I can't wait for the Universal people to see a petition. They're like, who is Madison Hill? And then hopefully they'll look it up and then they'll be like, we should also give her a talk show. And I'll be like, Universal, couldn't agree more. Let's do a two for one deal. Let's see, Poetry Chick said, I always feel better after a House of Hill. Abso-freaking-lutely. Jen B said, we have our secret society. I love it. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and move on and get into this Kourtney Kardashian tea, okay? According to a new report from Life and Style magazine, you guys, Mason Disick has decided to no longer live with Kourtney full-time and instead live with Scott. The source said Kourtney is, quote, heartbroken over it, and that while, yes, she's trying to give Mason space to work through his feelings, at the end of the day, she blames Scott. This insider went on to say that Scott always tries to be the cool dad. The kids can have all the sugar and junk food they want at his house. They can stay up late. He buys them anything they want. So it's no surprise they love going to his house. According to the source, people have allegedly told Kourtney Mason will eventually come back to her and that this is just a natural part of life and him being a teenager, but it's still painful and not easy. So what do we think about Mason wanting to live with Scott? I kind of am not that surprised. And that's no shade to Kourtney. I just feel like he's a teenager. I'm with colors. He probably wants to be close to his father. Jelena said, it could be a hint for Kourtney to lighten up on the rules then. I think it's partially that. I also think he's just partially a teen. And you know when you're, I didn't go through this actually, but I know some teenagers do. When you're a teenager, sometimes I think you want to buck the system and you're like, if Kourtney's the one who's giving him more rules and a little more stipulations, he's of course going to want to go to the place that has a little less reins, if you will. I also think too, there might be the Travis Barker aspect of it all. And I think Travis Barker is a fantastic dad, but because Mason is a little bit older, seeing the PDA, you know, seeing things happen online, hearing conversations, it might be a bit much. And he might just want to be with his dad, chilling, not necessarily with Kourtney, Travis, the new baby. It might be a little bit much. Vicky said, I wonder how long that no rules life will last while he's there full time. Also that. Betty said, it usually happens with divorced parents. The children demonize the full-time parent for sure. Sierra said, I'm happy for Scott. I think a teenage boy needs his dad, and I don't think he is irresponsible. I think he has gotten better. Jen said, he's probably tired of seeing Court and Trump. Yes, make out all the time. But literally, that's so funny. That was my first thought. I was kind of like, I wonder if it's just a little too much. But it's definitely not Kourtney's fault. She was doing what she thought was best. And I think Kourtney is a fantastic mom. And I truly just think he's going through the teenage years. He wants a change. I do feel sad for Kourtney that she feels bad. I obviously would not want any mom to feel that way. So I think it's just, I don't think it'll be forever. I think it's a temporary situation, but I don't think that makes it any less hurtful or any less hard. I can't imagine being a mom and having your child going, from living with you full time to not living with you full time. I think that would be hard. So I definitely feel for Kourtney. Tabitha said, I think Rain will be next because Rain complains about the PDA all the time. Epic Turtle said, maybe Scott's house is quiet and less going on. Jessica said, especially Court was technically a single mom for years. The living dynamics changed. For sure. And then I love it. Melissa Murray said, Sydney Sweeney for the Britney Spears biopic. Sorry, my internet froze up, so I'm super behind now. Melissa, all good. Thank you for participating, and I'm glad I was able to see your comment. Oh, Dave, be safe, be safe, be safe. Also, Sierra! I'm shaking. Do you hear my eyes? It's like a maraca. Sierra, join the membership. Sierra, join the membership. Sierra, welcome. I'm so freaking happy to have you. Make sure at the end of this live, you go to the community tab in the members only section and get the invite link for the Discord chat. Joy, don't feel ignored. I still see you. I still got you, Joy. Don't feel ignored. You know, live, laugh, love you. Don't feel ignored. I never want anyone to feel ignored. Lacey said, I always think of that time when Kendall ranked all the siblings by who is the best parent and she put Courtney last. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. I think it's because, yeah, I forgot about that. Courtney's kids can be a little crazy. Superstar Bella said, Mason is a little mean, so he's trying to remove himself from the situation so he won't hurt his mother's feelings. Okay. True, 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 true. And I was talking about the Courtney thing. I completely forgot about that. Completely forgot about that. Okay, you guys. Oh, hi, Normie. I'm so happy you made it. Okay, let's go ahead and move on and get into this Sabrina Carpenter, Kim Kardashian, and Taylor Swift tea, you guys. Because this is very, very interesting. Also, hi, Shailene. I didn't get to tell you hello. Okay. I'm laughing at Zaya. You mean Justin's kid? Because for those of you who don't know, there is a conspiracy theory out there that Rain is Justin Bieber's child. And while I know the photos are damning, the timelines are a little spooky. Y'all, we cannot give in to that conspiracy theory, but it does make me laugh. It does make me laugh. I'm not gonna lie. It does make me laugh. Okay. Oh, Terry, I haven't forgotten about the Justin tea. We're gonna get into that after this Sabrina Carpenter, Kim Kardashian, Taylor Swift thing. Pamela said he looks just like him, I think. Pamela's like, I'm not convinced he's not. I'm dying. Okay. You guys, if you're here, please give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. We have over 200 people watching and in the chat, and we're going to get into some more stuff. Jessica said, I low-key see pictures and believe. Okay, you guys, so Sabrina Carpenter. Remember, a few months back, she did a brand campaign with Skims. And everyone was like, WTF, Sabrina Carpenter, how can you work with Kim Kardashian when you are besties with Taylor Swift? We're upset, we're mad, we do not like this. At the time, she told Rolling Stone, quote, as much as people want to believe you're tuned into every little thing, I'm not, because I'm constantly working. In that scenario, I've been very, very communicative with her about that situation, and I just love her so much and support her till the end. So it was no weirdness for me, but I know people will just say things because that's all they have time to do. So she did address it while speaking to Rolling Stone kind of after the Skims campaign. But now, you guys, in a new interview with Variety, Sabrina was once again asked about this Skims campaign and the Taylor Swift aspect of it all. Shout out to Tiana. For anyone who's been following me from my old job, Tiana was behind this interview with Sabrina. We love her for getting the tea for us, you guys. So she asked Sabrina about the Skims campaign, okay? And a rumor that when she said, I've been very communicative with her about it, people thought Sabrina meant she asked Taylor for her permission. And Sabrina is clearing it up and saying, I didn't ask Taylor's permission. Here's the tea. She said, quote, the posts about me having to ask her for permission, no. She's one of my best friends and we grab dinner or text and catch up like you would with your best friend. She's just such a gangster with all of it. No matter what people are saying, everything that I've ever seen her tackle, she's done so with grace. So, Sabrina is clarifying once and for all, she did not ask Taylor Swift for permission to do the Skims campaign. Taylor would not make her do that. And 2, she is saying, we are best friends. It is not like that. We're Gucci. We're good. I respect her. I look up to her. Everything's fine. Sierra said, why all the hate with Taylor? Like she is the gatekeeper or something. Exactly. Robert said, I feel like the Sabrina situation is similar. When Selena was wearing Skims, people were curious. Crimson Rose said, period. Periado. Betty said, it was a good business opportunity for her, and that is something a businesswoman like Taylor understands. You guys, I could not agree more. Whenever I saw Sabrina Carpenter do the Skims campaign, I saw her getting just absolutely ripped apart. And I was like, we all are talking about Taylor Swift, right? Taylor Swift is a businesswoman extraordinaire. You think she's going to tell someone like Sabrina Carpenter, who is, well, she's been a pop girly, but really has been kicking it super mainstream as of probably the past year. You think Taylor's going to be like, no, don't take a check from my enemy? Of course, she's going to be like, take her money. Take her money and run and ask for double. Take her money, get your exposure. You don't have to be best friends with her. And I doubt Sabrina Carpenter is. You think Sabrina and Kim have talked about this since? No. No. Also, too, remember when Britney Mahomes and the Mahomeses did a Skims campaign? And same thing. Everyone was like, wow, bad look. The Mahomes are doing a Skims campaign when they're friends with Taylor. And look, they're all still friends. They all still hang out. They're all literally fine. Again, Taylor is going to be like, take the money. Take Kim's money. That's at least one thing she's good for, paying my friends. You know what I mean? I would tell my friends to take the check too. I'd be like, please. I would tell my friends to absolutely ask for double, dare I say triple, just to really stick it to Kim where it hurts. But that's what I would do. So that's why I feel like when it comes to Sabrina, it comes to the Mahomes, Taylor is like, chill. And clearly that's true because Sabrina is saying it's no big deal. Now, Selena, because I saw some people say, wait, what? Selena wore Skims? Selena did wear Skims, you guys. And the difference with the Selena situation is Selena did it willy-nilly. Selena was not a campaign. Selena did not get a check. Selena posted it because I think she received free product, and she just posted a mirror pic on her Instagram story of her wearing the Skims. Now, Selena doing that at the time that she did it, because this was a couple years ago. This is like before Taylor really came out on top of that situation. It didn't look great. It didn't look great. To Betty's point, it was in the midst of Amy bullying Taylor. It was, dare I say, right smack dab in the middle of the drama. You know what I mean? She was showing her scars. It was meant to be a powerful post, but yeah, it was bad timing. Bad timing. And Joy, to your point, I absolutely have worn Skims. I have in my Cheaper Cheers videos. I've absolutely tried out Skims. I don't feel bad because I'm doing it for the cause. I'm doing it to let y'all know if it's worth it or not. But you best believe if Kim Kardashian offered me a 6-figure check to be in a Skims campaign, I know Taylor Swift would tell me to take the check, and I would be playing Taylor Swift the whole day just to make sure my loyalty is known. But I would cash the 6-figure check. I would. And I think Taylor would tell me to. I think Taylor would, she would be like, girl, do it. Do it, for sure. Play, thank you, Amy, to cleanse your consciousness, and then you're good. You know what I mean? Crystal, I know, I do need to do more Cheaper Cheers videos. I really do, because those are so fun. But that's when I've bought Skims to compare them to other brands. I saw, let's see who asked. Oh, Superstar Bella, are they worth the money? Here's the thing. Some of the stuff is worth it. So I really like the sleep shorts, the like ribbed sleep boxers. Those I think are comfy because I just prefer sleeping in shorts. But I'm gonna be real with you guys, when it comes to like the bodysuits and the crop tops, the Pumi brand, P-U-M-I-E-Y, that I have on my Amazon storefront, literally is a dupe. It's a fraction of the price, and it's the exact same. So if you're looking for a dupe, I would go to my Amazon storefront, look up the Pumi brand. They have just launched more bodysuits on there, more styles of tops. Yeah, go on my storefront, look at that brand, scroll their shop. It's a dupe. It's honestly great quality. I have multiple of their products. I have the crop top in 3 different colors. I have the long sleeve, which is great for layering. Yeah, just go check it out. How do I look for your store in Amazon? I'll post a link to my Amazon storefront in the description of this video. I can also send it in the group chat, Betty, but I'll post a link to my Amazon storefront in the description of this video. I have posted it on YouTube before, but I will repost the link in the description as soon as I'm done, because it really is, it's amazing. Kim said, I would buy Chinatown Skims before I gave her a penny. Kim said, Kim will never get my money, and Kim, that's why we love you. We love you. Hannah said, immediately going to Amazon to check this out. No, seriously, it is amazing. Absolutely obsessed. Oh, Marissa got the neck cream. Marissa, I got Mama Hill on it too. Mama Hill's been using it as well. So Marissa, you, me, and Mama Hill, we're about to have the necks and décolletages of our 10 years ago self. I live for it. Yes. Yes. Also, for those of you who love, last thing, and then we're going to get into this Bieber tea. For those of you who have tummy troubles and bloating troubles, and if you follow me on TikTok, the Array bloat pills are on sale on TikTok shop. So go check those out on my TikTok storefront. Jelena, yes, I do have merch. If you go to houseofhill.com, I have a whole merch store. Some cute stuff on there. I have bucket hats on there, long sleeves, crops, hoodies, stickers, lots of fun stuff. Bloat pills, Jessica said, yes. Array, A-R-R-A-E. If you go to my bloat, oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, Jessica, your life will be forever changed. I keep them backstocked because they are absolutely incredible. But if you ever like eat too much, or I eat too much all the time, but you know, sometimes when you eat a heavy meal and you feel like overly full and you're uncomfortable, these help you literally within an hour get rid of that feeling. They're on my TikTok storefront. I've been taking them even before they were on TikTok shop, but they partnered with TikTok and are offering their products at insane deals on TikTok shop. So definitely go get them there. Also, their metabolic supplement, MB1, sold out on their website, available on TikTok shop. So yeah. Cass, the unbutton your pants times, my language. You know, literally, you know when you've been at a restaurant and you have to unbutton the top button and you pull your top over it so nobody else can see? Been there, done that too many times. Keep a Ray bloat in your purse and you will not be sorry. What's the name of the neck cream? It's Go Pure, Christina. I will link it on this video. Because you can also buy it via, let me see if I can do it right now. Let's see, hold on. Let's see if we can do this, because I think it's on here. Go Pure. Yep, got it. Boom. Okay. Wait, did that work? If so, YouTube. Okay, looking like, did it work? Do you guys now see the neck cream tagged? LMK if it did or not. I don't know. Let me know. Hopefully it did. But yes, it should have just tagged. Yes. Yay. Okay. I think it worked. Woo! We love that. Oh no, it didn't. I don't see it, but I'm on desktop. I know, I'm on desktop too. Well, I tried to just tag the neck cream. Let me know if it worked, you guys. It's the Go Pure neck cream. You might have to like exit out and come back in, or you'll see it pop up at some point. But yeah, it is, yeah, I think maybe on, oh yeah. If you refresh and then scroll down, you'll see the neck cream that I'm talking about. It's the Go Pure Tighten Lift Neck Cream. Yeah, if you refresh the feed, you'll see the product pop up. I've been using this now for about 3.5 weeks since I got back from 4th of July, and I absolutely love it. Mama Hill has been using it too. Since she got here, I got her on it. Sierra said, is it SPF? No, it's not SPF. It's a neck tightening cream. So no SPF, but I do put it on morning and night because I noticed my neck and chest area, especially after I would sleep, from like sleeping on my side, I would wake up and it would be real wrinkly and like not cute. So that's why I got spooked. I saw the cream on TikTok shop. I was like, I need this in my life. Got it. It was the first thing I bought on TikTok shop. Like I said, been using it for about 3.5 weeks now. Already see a difference. Like when I wake up and I'm a side sleeper, I don't have crazy indentions anymore. And that's only after about 3.5 weeks. So I'm hoping once I go through the whole container that I really won't hopefully see any more indentions, or at least they're not getting any worse, because I've already seen a difference in that time that I've used it. So I know by the time I get rid of the container, it'll be even better. Also, low key, okay, I'm just telling you guys all my secrets, and then I'll get into the Bieber tea. Jessica said TikTok shop's still not in Canada. Jessica, I'm so sorry. Scroll down. It's right. It's on YouTube. Get it. The last thing I'm going to say about this neck cream, I saw somebody on TikTok say that they also put it on their cellulite and that it's been helping their cellulite. So I also low-key have been putting it on my bananas, aka the part underneath your butt cheeks, because that's where I sometimes have a little, not sometimes, that's where I have cellulite. So sorry, this is really, we're getting really close. So I also have been doing that because this girl on TikTok was like, it's magic. It really helps tighten any area of skin. And so at night, I have been putting a little bit where I have cellulite. So neck cream and yeah, butt cleavage. I love it, Sierra. So now that you guys know everything about me and what I've been using this neck cream for and my bloat pills, 222 in the freaking chat, Robert. Thank you. Everyone manifest. But yeah, so I'm glad that Magali said I've never heard bananas. I don't know why. Shay and I call them that. And I saw Shay got in the chat too. We call them our bananas. Mama Hill, we probably got that from Mama Hill. Years of dance. But yeah, so just letting y'all know the tea. Yeah, sharing is caring, colors. That's how I feel. It really is just, I just feel like, why hold anything back at this point? We're family and we hang out at least twice a week. Might as well tell you guys that I'm using neck cream, not only on my neck and chest, but also on my cellulite. We're at that point. Brittany, yes, thank you for reminding me. Everyone give this video a thumbs up. And now we're gonna get into the Bieber tea. I will stop telling you about my neck cream. The nanners, exactly, Shay. It is tagged in the video. If you guys wanna take a look at it, great bang for your buck. Marissa can attest, she got it. She's day one using it. So absolutely love. Tamara said, cue the song, We Are Family. That song always makes me think of Birdcage, and I live for it. Sandra said, TMI. Sandra, exactly. We are just one big TMI in today's live, and I love it. I'm telling you about my bloat pills, my neck cream, all of the fun, good stuff. But I just wanted you guys to know that those bloat pills are on sale at TikTok Shop for those of you who need them and who have access. That's so crazy. You can access it everywhere. Ugh, annoying. Okay, what about the digestion pills? JC, go to my TikTok storefront. Array bloat. You will not be sorry. You will not be sorry. Obsessed. I just opened a new bottle yesterday. Okay, you guys, the Biebers. New report from the Daily Mail, once again, in regards to Justin's financial situation. This report is wild. Wild, wild, wild. Like I said, I was going to do a full pop-off on this, but because I'm going to be gone tomorrow and Friday, we're getting into it in the live. And we got to get into this. JC, look up Array, A-R-R-A-E. In this new report, you guys, a source said, quote, Haley is a seriously high spender. She has spent tens of millions on private jets to fly around the world, including once taking a plane just to get her nails done at a particular manicurist. The report goes on to point out that once again, Justin is not bringing in money like he once did earlier on in his music career. But again, what's wild about this report is they're really blaming Haley for the overspending and blaming Haley for Justin not doing more with his career, because the source went on to say, quote, he's isolated from his friends and family. Haley has taken complete control over him. He's lost his identity, creative drive, and he's uninspired. The report goes on to share that Justin hasn't released music since 2021 and that he hasn't toured in over 2 years after he had to cancel his Justice tour over his health scare. This report also brought up the sale of his music catalog, which he did sell for a large chunk of change, $200 million. But what's interesting is this insider says that some close to Justin were surprised to see him sell, because this Daily Mail source said, quote, Justin was advised against selling. Haley played a part in convincing him to do it. Which I will say, that doesn't surprise me. I know it sounds like a shocking claim that Haley convinced him to sell his music catalog. However, we have heard from several sources that she's really taking control of his career. We've heard sources from People Magazine talk about this, Entertainment Tonight. We heard this in Us Magazine recently. We've heard that Haley is really the one who is kind of helping him navigate things. So I'm not surprised to hear she allegedly convinced him to do it, especially if she's like, you're not going to put anything out. You're kind of done. You don't really want to tour. You don't really want to perform. You got to sell while the iron's hot. Not necessarily a horrendous, piece of advice, I guess. In addition to that, you guys, this insider claims that Haley's influence over Justin goes beyond his career or gift giving. She's also allegedly the one responsible for his style. The source said, quote, Haley used to only want Justin to look hot. Now she likes him to look unkept because then she thinks that girls will not flock to him. Now, we had a big talk about this in the members live. I think that she is picking out his clothes. I think a lot of times women pick out their men's clothes, which is fine. Also, B, I hope that this is true. Delana said, I'm dying. I'm cackling. I hope that this is true, you guys, because I would feel so much better if Haley is behind Justin's outfits. I would feel better knowing that that photo of them going into the Rare Beauty event where Haley's in the red and she's dressed up and Justin's in the grout fit, I would feel better knowing that Haley picked that out. Because I thought it was disrespectful. Oh my God, did I say Rare? Did I say Rare Beauty event? Because I did that yesterday. Road Beauty event. Oh my gosh. You guys, why do I always say Rare? I mean Road. That was a Freudian slip. That was Freudian. I meant Road. When they were going into the Road Beauty event. Drats. Sorry, you guys know I use Rare. And we were talking, Stans are about to cover me. And we were talking about beauty secrets. So I got confused. when they were going into the road beauty event. They're going into the road event, and she's wearing the red, and he's wearing the girl outfit. I would feel better if Hailey picked that out because it was giving disrespectful. And I would feel better if Hailey picked that out. Why do I do that? That is the second time I've done that, you guys. That's the second time I've done that. And you know, it's so funny because you guys know I'm actually the biggest advocate for being anti-Jelena. Like, I'm literally so anti-Jelena that it's not even funny. Roxanne said, did you talk about the tear threats for eras? No, Roxanne, we're going to talk about that as soon as we're done with this Bieber tea. As soon as we're done with this Bieber tea. I cannot believe I did that. That is so funny. Cass said, Justin could wear a trash bag and his fans would still be all over him. T. Miss Jackie X said, Madison, I feel we need to go shopping for some rare beauty. That's why you keep saying it. I need new concealer. I need new concealer. You're right. Jelena said, I am one of those fans. Jelena said, I'm coming for your neck. And it's happening. And I love it. I will say Jelena always stands up for Justin. And I respect it so much. I love it. Color said, Justin went through a phase where he never wore a shirt for years and pants hanging down. Magali said, I mean, hear me out. Making him look bad and herself good so we all feel bad for her and cool down the hate. Magali, I'm going to read this again. I mean, hear me out. Making him look bad and herself look good so we all feel bad for her and cool down the hate. That's not a bad theory. That blew my mind too, Miss Jackie X. That is not a bad theory. Not a bad theory. Now, I also want to address, because people are going to see this and people are going to be like, you dumb girl, he is worth $300 million. He's not going broke. This is stupid. Why are you saying this? He got multiple millions for the catalog. You're stupid. Why are you saying this? Here is my thing. I'm not saying Justin Bieber is going broke tomorrow. He's obviously not. He literally just got on stage and got $10 million for performing at a wedding. He knows what he has to do to make some quick cash, okay? Justin Bieber is not going broke tomorrow. However, do I think that Justin Bieber is not making what he was? 1,000,000%. Do I think it is expensive to be Justin Bieber? 1,000,000%. He has multiple properties. He has a business manager. He has a wealth manager. He has, think of the taxes for all of those, trying to keep up with the travel, flying private, the security. It costs a lot on the daily to be Justin Bieber. So, well, yes, to me, same. I look at, you know, $1 million and I'm like, $200 million. And I'm like, how on earth could you even be touching that? But it is expensive to be a celebrity. When you get to that level, it's really hard to scale back. And so I think that's also something you have to understand. Again, not going broke tomorrow. I don't think he ever will go broke. I think he is a smart guy. He's going to be a dad. He will get it together. He will do what he needs to do. If he needs to do 500 $10 million gigs to keep their lifestyle the same, he will. But I'm just saying, he is not where he once was. And I think even if you are the biggest Justin Bieber fan on the planet, you have to have a hard look at yourself and say, that is true. That is true. He is not what he once was. You know what I mean? Pamela said, Hailey and Justin must have astronomical bills. I think that they probably do. I mean, a private jet, y'all, is not cheap. Not cheap. Not cheap. Not cheap. The new ring he got her, not cheap, you know. So, Jelena said, I won't accept it, Madison. I will choose to be delusional. Jelena said, Justin Bieber is #1, and you can't tell me different. I respect it. Kim said, I don't think he has it in him anymore, Maddie. I know. I also just think, like, maybe if it were up to him, he wouldn't want to continue this level of celebrity, and he would kind of want to be like Kylie and just chill and be calm, quiet, away from everything. But the difference is Hailey doesn't want that. You know what I mean? Hailey is still wanting to run a business. Hailey's business relies on her being public and relies on her being out there and relies on her doing these appearances. And it relies on her being, you know, married to Justin Bieber, because that's another aspect that people like out of Hailey. Yes, they like her for her as well, but they also like that she's married to Justin. We also don't know if Justin's doing anything with Rhode. I think that's something that needs to be considered. You guys are also talking about the medical equipment they have in their home, all of the medical things he's been through. Therapy's not cheap either, you know? So, yeah, I think it's expensive to be Justin Bieber. I don't think he is, again, going broke tomorrow. I think Justin and Hailey are very happy. Excuse my Freudian slip from earlier. That was, again, I think I just always have Rare on the brain. That's my own issue. I've heard Rhode's blushes are absolutely iconic and incredible and everything. So love that for Hailey. But I just think there are some differences in their lifestyle, and it will be interesting to see what happens. Again, I think he'll be fine. I think she'll be fine. We love them. We love them. But that is why I have not discounted these reports. Also, this is not the first time we've heard about this alleged financial issue. And y'all know how I feel about consistency. So this is not the first time we've heard some of these things, which is also why it gave me pause and why I wanted to let y'all know about it. You know what I mean? Also, hi Sam, I'm so happy you made it. Rudy said Hailey late on the fame game. Thelma said he just needs to see his love for his child and his songs will be pouring out. There you go. Honestly, he might see being a dad and be like, I am inspired. I want to sing about this. And I hope that's what happens. Again, I know when it comes down to it, Justin Bieber will make sure everything is Gucci. He will. He will. He's Justin freaking Bieber. You just got to pay $10 million for performing at a wedding. They'll be okay. Okay. He also invested a lot in the NFTs, which now are not as hot as they once were. That's something that just came to my mind. But yeah. Okay, moving on to this Taylor Swift tea, because I know a lot of you have been asking about it. And then we'll end with a little Tavis. Really quick, Sierra said, do we think the Biebers would be featured on the new Baldwin TLC show? No. I do not think the Biebers will be featured on the Baldwin's TLC show. A, that is Hailey's uncle. She's never been super close to Uncle Alec. B, we know she's also not super close to her family right now. She talked about that in W Magazine. So I do not think that they will be on the TLC show. Unfortunately, no. No, I don't think so. I do not think so. But let's go ahead, get into this Taylor tea. So you guys, first of all, Kelsey said, yay, had to hop off for a bit. Mom things, you guys are still here. Oh, Kelsey, still here, girly. We veered off to talk about neck cream and cellulite and bloat pills. So go back if you want to watch the veering off track, but now we're back on. So 2 men were arrested for allegedly plotting an attack at Taylor's show in Vienna. And now the shows have been canceled, which, yes, is sad for everyone who had tickets, sad for Taylor. However, in a scenario like this, I understand why safety and precaution have taken priority. You know what I mean? You just cannot be too sure in today's day and age. I also think they were concerned, yes, that kind of attack, colors, that kind of attack. The kind of attack that leads to a lot of loss and is history making. The kind of attack you don't ever want to read about, see on television, or know somebody who was there. That kind of attack. I obviously have to choose my words carefully. I am not trying to downplay. Please do not ever think I'm trying to downplay. I just have to choose my words carefully. But if you look in the chat, you can see the exact people I'm talking about and the exact words that I am referring to. So that is why her shows in Vienna were canceled. They, like I said, they did arrest 2 people. Their intelligence was able to interfere. I think there is, based on what I saw right before I got on here, there is concern that there are more people out there. There's concern that more incidents could be taking place. And so in order to just not put anyone in harm's way and put anyone in danger, that is why they went ahead and made the tough decision to cancel her show. And again, while I do feel, bad for the fans, obviously feel bad for Taylor, feel bad for the crew, I think this was the right decision. And it's better that everyone be safe. And I just think this is the right thing. Yes, is it sad? Yes. Does it suck? Absolutely. But I think safety and precaution is the right move right now. Shailene said, I think she should just come home. I'm worried for her, the staff, and the fans. Shailene, it is scary. It is scary. And you know what's so messed up is, I don't know about anyone else, but I think about that now anytime I'm in a big scenario. I think we've talked about this. Anytime in a crowd, going to the movie, you shouldn't have to feel that way, but you do think that. And it does make me sad because obviously you guys know I went to Taylor's show here in LA, and it was just so fun, and everyone was so positive, and everyone was just in such a fantastic mood. But you still think about things can change in 0 to 1 second, and I would rather people intervene now than people going to somewhere where they think is going to be safe and then it's not safe, even though it does suck. And I do understand being nervous for Taylor. I'm sure this put a lot of things in perspective for, it put things into perspective for all of us, but put things into perspective for her crew. It is, I think when you're having so much fun and everyone's so in the moment, you kind of forget that bad things can happen, but bad things can happen anywhere. Hannah said, OMG, this is the first I'm hearing of this. My family was going to that show. Hannah, I literally just got chills. That is crazy. I'm so happy that everyone's okay. Betty said it was the Vienna government decision, not hers. They targeted the largest venue and most attended these next few days. For sure. Thank you, Betty. That I didn't make that distinction very clear. It was the government who said, we're not doing this. But Taylor's obviously going to follow their lead and agree. And, again, I think it's for the safety of everyone. It's for the betterment of everyone. And hopefully, arresting these people leads them to more bad people, and everything is stopped before anything bad can happen. It was absolutely nothing against her. It was targeting the largest venue. It was about, as all of those kind of attacks are, mass chaos, loss, and fear. So, yes, I am just happy that it was a crisis averted situation. That's what I'm glad. I'm glad that everyone's okay. And Hannah, I'm glad that your family is okay. And just, you guys, let's pray and hope that everyone is safe here on out. Again, they catch anything. I hope, because that is scary. Miss Heather said, I'm sure this is hard for Travis to know he couldn't be there to protect her. I imagine there was a tearful phone call. I imagine. It's scary. Jen said that's scary, but I think they made the best call. I hope the fans can be understanding. Oh, for sure. And I think so. Like, I haven't seen, I mean, maybe you guys have seen, but like, I personally have not seen any negativity following this decision at all. I think it's very clear. People understand it was the government that made this call, not Taylor. And also, they made this call with very good reason and backed by real intelligence. So I think I haven't seen any negativity from it, and hopefully there won't be. You know, we all have to be happy that this was caught early. Robert said, I remember Manchester with Ariana, and that was so devastating and so scary, and something that has impacted her still to this day. So absolutely. Yeah, it's scary. It's definitely scary. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and try to pick things back up a little bit, just because I want to end on a positive note. Again, very happy that everyone is safe and everyone is okay. Canna said, as a mother, I bet her mom is just reeling. Canna Mama Hill said something similar as well. Let's go ahead, you guys. We're going to end, of course, Roxanne, I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to address it. It was big, important news. So absolutely. Everyone in Europe, yes, Miss Jackie X, please stay safe. Stay safe everywhere. Absolutely. 1,000,000%. But now we're going to get into a little Tavis tea to end on a little positive note, pick it back up a little bit. Cass said, if it were any of my kids, I wouldn't let them tour anymore. Cass, I know. I think yes, it does make you want to just stay inside for sure. We are going to end on a little Tavis tea, you guys. So, a little added tidbit for you. New report from Life and Style magazine giving us more insight into how Taylor plans on spending her Eras Tour break, because she'll have a little break between Europe and finishing out a few dates here in the United States. We know, well, we've heard from several reports, several sources, that Taylor is going to spend her break in Kansas City. And this Life and Style magazine source said that she can't wait to root Travis on at home games and really focus on him without having one foot out the door, because obviously, well, he was with her touring. She was still working a lot while they were spending time together. So during her break, she'll be able to be a little bit more present. The source said that Travis has done what he can to make his house feel like home to Taylor, even upgrading the kitchen because she loves to cook for him and their friends. This insider went on to say that their friends think this downtime is just what Taylor needs and that this will just lead them to getting stronger. You guys, nothing makes my heart happier than hearing Taylor Swift is going to spend her downtime in Kansas City. At like my Kansas City, the Taylor Swift, I live for every second of it. Absolutely, absolutely living for every second of it. This is exactly the tea we needed to end on. I'm so pumped for it. I love hearing that Travis made sure the kitchen is upgraded for Taylor. Now that is a love language I know Taylor will appreciate. She will have a nice updated kitchen to make her cinnamon rolls and her Pop-Tarts, and I love it. Dave, thank y'all for being folks that justify. Dave, I don't know, I missed Dave's comment, but Dave, we love you. We love Uncle Dave here in the House of Hill. I missed what was happening, but I just wanted to say we live, laugh, love Dave. But absolutely just live for it. Jessica said, when do you go to Kansas City again, Madison? I go next Wednesday. So unfortunately, not during Taylor's break, but I might have to go back during her break just so I can be in Kansas City at the same time as her. Even if we don't run into one another, just knowing we're in the same miles of radiuses, it'll help. But yeah, she is gonna be in Overland Park. Jen, my Kansas City girly. But yes, abso-freaking-lutely. I'm living for it, and I go next week. Not when she's there, but again, still kind of cool. Roxanne, oh my God, Thanks for the smile, Roxanne. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is so cute. Love it, Roxanne. Love it. Jelena said, if you ran into Taylor Swift, what would you do? Jelena, the way I have played this in my little brain so many times. In Kansas City, 222, you guys. Everyone manifest something you want to happen. Miss Cass, gotta go early. We got JJ a Switch yesterday, and the only thing I've heard for the last 2 hours is, can we play Sonic, Mommy? You're so good. LOL, the boy knows how to sweet talk me. Cass, have so much fun playing Sonic. I'm dying. He knows just how to work you. He's got you wrapped around his finger, as he should. Yes, please tell JJ and Jax we love them. We say hello. Have so much fun playing Sonic. If I saw Taylor in Kansas City, I would really probably not bother her, because I would want her to feel comfortable there, and like she can be at home and like not feel like she has to be on all the time. I would absolutely be texting all of you, putting it everywhere, being like, you guys, I'm literally looking at Taylor Swift. I would be internally panicking, but outwardly keeping it very cool. And then if we were like at a restaurant or something and we happen to pass by one another, I would probably make a small comment of like, I just want you to know I don't even know, because like we're literally written the soundtrack to my entire life. How do you tell somebody that in 1 second? But I probably would make a little funny comment like, love your work, obsessed, Swiftie. I would say something like that, like in passing, not make a big deal, because I want her to feel comfortable. But if it was in LA and more of a work setting, I would definitely open up a conversation for sure. I mean, you guys know, I'm fully manifesting interviewing Taylor Swift one day. Like, I know it will happen, and I can't wait for it to happen, because I'm also, it's going to be great. I also want to surprise my people by being able to meet her. Like, we all live, laugh, love her. It's going to be great. I cannot wait for the day we interview Taylor Swift. It's going to be fantastic. Gigi was asking, did I speak about the eras? Yes, I did. Yes, absolutely. Sierra said, would you work for E! News? I would work for E! News. That was always when I moved to LA, that was my goal. I think my goals have changed a little bit, but I would absolutely do work for E! News, just because that has always been one of my goals. But it would have to do, E! News would also have to work with the House of Hill. That's where I think anything I do from here on out has to also go with the House of Hill. Lisa said, hi, House of Hill. I'm sorry I'm so late. I'm glad I got to say hello and send out some love and happy vibes. I'll be back to Afterwatch. Okay, Lisa, I'm glad that you were able to say hello. Would you work for a Hollywood Reporter? It would depend what kind of job it was. It would depend what kind of job it was for the Hollywood Reporter. But they're also, them and Billboard are owned by the same company, and the people who work at Billboard are lovely. So that's nice. Ideally, yes, Chris, I want my own show on a network. So like if Access Hollywood said, hey, Madison Hill, can we put the Madison Hill show on Access Hollywood? I would say, absolutely. Meet the House of Hill. They're iconic. So Jessica, that's my ultimate goal, would be to have something like Ellen, but be nice to the people I work with. That's the goal, really. That is what I would want to be. I would like my name on the door, just so I can have control and control the shots, and but also be kind, That's number one. Kaylee said, finally catching my first live. Just want to say I love you, Madison, and the House of Hill. Y'all are my escape from being a mom of 2 under 2, and to catch up on all the tea. Kaylee, hello. I love you. I'm so happy this is your escape. And also, Superwoman over there, mom of 2 under 2. I'm glad you find time for the tea, and I'm glad that we are your fun little break. So thank you for hanging out with us, Kaylee. More Ellen or more View? Probably more Ellen. I don't know, because it's like hard. I wouldn't be exactly like Ellen because I'm not a comedian. I'm not funny. But so I guess more of that one-on-one aspect, but me, like more Madison, you know, Jason. Oh, absolutely. Jason Kelsey is going to be a guest. You know what I mean? George, thank you. That is so sweet. I think the way Drew Barrymore does her interviews makes me uncomfortable, but something more like that, more casual, more fun, more engaging. I also think too, making sure the community is involved, making sure y'all are involved. That's important to me too. So yeah, you know, yes, Normie, and the Wendy Williams aspect of tea. Kelly Clarkson vibes. Oh, Kelly Clarkson's lovely in person too. But yeah, those are the vibes. We're really manifesting today, you guys. I feel like we did a whole range of topics, and I live for it. We literally talked about the tea. We talked about we did a mental health check-in. We talked about our necks. We talked about cellulite, and we manifested. And we talked about the tea. This was a well-rounded happy hour hang. Wow, that was iconic. I don't know how we did it in the time that we did it, but we did. And I freaking love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Is there anything else that we need to discuss? Any other piece of tea? I have not heard anything about Wendy Williams beyond that, which makes me sad. Sierra, you could access the Discord chat by going to the community tab. You'll see posts for members, and the invite link is in there. If you have any issues, email thehouseofhill@gmail.com. But you should be able to get that invite link in the community tab. Also, you guys remember, if any of you guys want to become members like Sierra did today, you just go to my channel homepage. It does work best on a computer, but you can also do it via phone. I posted a video on how to do it from your phone. You go to my channel homepage, right next to the join button. Okay, Jen, I'll double check it after this one and see why it's saying that, because it shouldn't say that. But I'll go and double check. You just go next to the subscribe button. You'll see the join button, and that's how you join the membership. And you'll get access to members only videos. You'll get access to the members only live, and you'll get access to the group chat. So I will go and double check that link as soon as we're done here. And if not, if you guys have any issues, just email thehouseofhill@gmail.com. And everybody else who is still here, who I know is thinking about joining the membership, promise me you will be back on Monday at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time, you guys. Promise to be here. We will get into it. We'll get into the tea. Also, you guys, make sure you're following me on Instagram and TikTok. Also, especially Instagram, because Courtney and I will be, like I said, at Disney tomorrow and Friday. So I'll be posting on my Instagram stories about all of that, which will be super, super fun. Also, I feel like there was one other thing I was going to tell you guys. Instagram, TikTok, like this video, obviously share. I feel like all the usually things. But yeah, most importantly, please tune in on Monday at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time so we can catch up, all of that good stuff. And on that note, you guys have a fantastic rest of your evening, and I will see y'all next time. Bye, guys. Thanks for the best happy hour hang. Bye.